To the United States went the best that Britain could produce, and in its going, many a bitter tear was shed. For Americans, served handsomely by their own mass production, were interested only in British goods of high quality. Although the range of these products was limited, nevertheless, because of their high tradition of craftsmanship, they were always in steady demand. To create a more favorable market, Britain was tempting buyers with devaluation, with prices slashed to levels comparable with America's own. But the real problem remained, that of attracting Americans to other types of British goods. To widen the field of exports, British manufacturers were reviewing methods of salesmanship, reorganizing methods of production. Already, some were making goods specially designed to suit American taste, in large numbers, yet of high quality, and in wrappings attractive to American eyes. In other fields, Britain sought to open fresh markets with the new and the revolutionary. The British aviation industry was making up lost ground with such advanced machines as the record-breaking jet Comet. Work pushed ahead on the giant Brabazon in a long-term bid to capture the Atlantic air traffic, just as Britain's luxury Cunadas had captured the sea lanes. But in every branch of British industry, the crisis demanded more. To the British worker, it demanded greater output, the pegging of wages, all-out effort. Interviewed in a London factory, some workers were forthright.
Morning, Jim. What do you think about our production effort?
Well, I think that if the workers get stuck into it and really get down to the job and try and get back the spirit of Dunkirk, we might really get somewhere.
Well, a frank question now, Bill. Do you honestly think you're working hard enough?
Yes, I think we are working hard as we can, but I think we could work harder if we was allowed to work a 5.5-day week.
Well, we in this factory reach our targets, but I hardly think that's enough. We should try to increase it still more, and also the quality of it.
I'd like to have a word to the armchair critics, both here and abroad. And I can assure them also that if they came over and saw for themselves the effort that was being made, they realise that we will make the grade.
So said British workers in 1949. Now, could they deliver the goods in 1950? While its new home was building, U.N.O.'s General Assembly met at lake success. Upon the arrival of Mr. Vishinsky's car, news reporters sought information on Russia's atomic bomb.
Mr. Vishinsky, have you got any statement about President Truman's statement on the atomic bomb? Please, excuse me. Does Russia have the atomic bomb? No, sir. Well, what's your reply to that?
Ever since U.N.O.'s inception, its General Assemblies had been battlegrounds for conflicting ideologies. And this, the fourth, proved no exception. One clash arose on the status of Yugoslavia. Since the war, Yugoslavia had been communist under the banners of Marshal Tito. But though its people were on the Soviet side of the political fence, nevertheless, they preferred their own brand of communism to that of Russia. On this account, relations between Belgrade and Moscow were more than severely strained. At the Assembly, Yugoslavia's election to the Security Council was announced by President Romulo.
Votes have been cast as follows. Yugoslavia, 39.
Faced with Yugoslavia's success, Mr. Vyshinsky rushed to make protest.
Рассчитывающих таким образом, сейчас
I'm going to ask the distinguished delegate of the Soviet Union
to limit himself strictly to the point of order.
Я строго буду держаться порядка дня, рассчитывающих таким образом...
I wish to call the delegate of the
Я сейчас
Soviet
кончаю,
Union.
не беспокойтесь, пожалуйста. Я сейчас кончаю. Члены Организации Объединенных Наций.
The chair rules the remarks just heard entirely out of order.
With such disagreements hindering every step, many wondered if UNO could ever achieve real unity, if it could ever achieve success.
We shall not build a world organization in a day or a year, but it will grow. Therefore, in spite of frustration, it is the people's will I'm convinced we should go forward and not lose sight of the great objective that man has always had before him: universal peace, universal brotherhood, and a means to settle all disputes without resort to force.